Hello, my name is Lucas. This is a bit of lit, and I'm here to talk about Doctor Who and the genesis of the Daleks, as I always say. Anyway, this is a novelization of the classic Fourth Doctor episode, Doctor Who and the Genesis of the Daleks. I've never seen this episode. I've seen bits and pieces of it on YouTube. I've never actually watched Doctor Who except the series with Christopher Eccleston as the Doctor, which I really enjoyed. And I've just never been able to watch any other Doctor Who, unfortunately. It does seem like good fun, or, even listen to any radio plays. I've never been able to really do that. But I saw this a couple weeks ago, and I picked it up. And there were a couple other ones with the other doctors, but I'd heard a lot about Tom Baker's Doctor. And so I thought I would pick this one up. I've seen clips of Tom Baker's Doctor, and I've seen him in lots of, pop culture references. This particular Doctor with the scarf and the hat and the frizzy hair and all that stuff. So in a way, I am kind of familiar with this Doctor. And I do know about the Daleks. I did not know about Davros before, seeing some of those scenes on YouTube and reading this book. And I've got to say, I do believe that this book, which I haven't explained what happens in it, probably works better as a TV episode. The way this is written is just so incredibly fast-paced, and even though it does try to introduce you as quickly as possible to what's going on, I just don't think that this works. Now, if you are a huge fan of Doctor Who, or if you know this episode really well and you want to read it, I guess I wouldn't really recommend it. I just don't think it's worth it. I think it'd be much more enjoyable to watch it. It's just based on what I've seen from the clips. I've never seen the full episode, but it looks like great fun, and the story itself is fantastic. I really enjoy it. It starts off with the Doctor having a bit of a problem. He is told to go to Skaro, that's right, where the Thals and the Khaleds are in a never-ending war. And there are these creatures that are actually Thals or Khaleds, and they are called Mutos, and they're just mutated people. I think they come from the Khaleds, because it seems to me that Davros, our main villain here, is sort of using them as experiments. From what I understood, maybe I just read it wrong, to create his ultimate beings, the Daleks. I guess he's not using all the Mutos, but some of them for his tests. He is a Khaled, and Khaled, Dalek, that's what is it? Anagram, right? It's an anagram for each other. He is a devious guy. I mean, he is really bad. He's plotting everything he can to make sure that his experiments go the way he wants. He's constantly being challenged and, sort of forced to stop, but using his wits to make sure that he comes out on top. And of course, the Doctor, and we've got, Sarah Jane, and Harry. I don't know who Harry is really, but I know the other companion, of course. But they get mixed and mashed and all over the place. They're separated one moment, they're together another, and they're separated again. And there's a lot of classic scenes, which I have seen on YouTube, which is why I know they are classic, of the Doctor challenging Davros, and whether or not, if he had the power to create a bacteria that could destroy all life, would he do it? And of course, Davros, wanting to be basically a god, says, "Of course I would," or "Yes, I would." He doesn't say "of course." And then, there's also the wire scene if I touch this and this, then that's the end of the Daleks. But do I have the right? I don't really, I don't really understand what the Doctor is thinking at that moment. I understand he thinks some good can come out of bad. Okay, sure, certainly. Good things can come out of the bad, but this is also an invasive species of genocidal maniacs. And he's comparing himself to them if he destroys them. I mean, I get it. He's committing genocide against genocidal maniacs, but there's a difference, Doctor. That's all I've got to say about that. I guess I can understand. He really hates them. And they act out of their own hate and desire to, only perfect beings like the Daleks can exist, basically. And if he's hating them and they operate on hate, okay, I mean, I see some similarities, but come on. So, with them around, there's no more war for some people that were at war. They come together. Were these genocidal wars? All I'm saying is that I think it was a risk worth taking. But he sets them back by 1,000 years. Anyway, yeah, I don't really have too much to say about it. I wouldn't recommend the novelization of the episode. I would probably have to recommend watching the episode itself, though I've never seen it. The story itself is really good fun and cool, and has some interesting moral dilemmas to think about, even though I don't understand what the Doctor is thinking. I do, but I don't. But I do, but I don't. But I do, but I don't. I guess we have to have a series, and the Daleks are really popular, and that's the main reason why we can't kill them. Even though some writer could find a reason for them to exist again. Anyway, yeah, it was good fun, and I would prefer to watch the episode, but that's all I've got to say. This has been Doctor Who and the Genesis of the Daleks.